Yo, people, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Saeed TV. We are here for Football Nightcap, episode 3, I believe. I'm with the brothers. One's disappointed, one's still buzzing. He's holding 2-0. What's the 2-0 for, man? Is it
20,
2-0?
baby. 20, baby.
Here we go. Here we
You
go.
can't
Okay,
say that anymore, Saeed. 20,
I
baby.
know. I hear you, bro. Like, allow me tonight, innit? Yo, what's going on?
D?
Yeah.
Just us here, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dean's a Liverpool fan, brother. If you want to, we're here for you, bro.
We're here for you.
We're here for you.
I'm not listening to either of you.
No, hold on a minute. You can't really blame me. Callum said you're going to be in the final. I did
think
you jinxed him.
I still don't think it's over, by the way.
Yeah,
It's not over. It's not over. What party was too big a miss. The funny thing about it is the first goal was Declan Rice's fault.
Yes,
that's the funny thing about it is he left the space to go and close down with Timber, and then Kvaratskhelia was too clever. He passed it on the way when Declan Rice was on the way over there. So it was too clever, and then we got outclassed today, man. Like they were that we couldn't get to the midfield. It's too disjointed. The thing is, when we got back into the game in terms of the play because of like moments. So like the team had to figure it out. It wasn't like we were like the formation was working and the football was so scintillating. It wasn't like that. We got back in because it was like the team figured it out what works and what doesn't work over the course of the game. But in terms of like team for team, they were far better. We're lucky to get away with 1-0. I know Donnarumma had a couple of world-class saves, but we were lucky.
I'm blaming more the players, man. I get Donnarumma's had a world-class saves here, but they've still got me bagging them chances, bro. I'll be real with you. Look at
what they had. Look at the chances they had.
I know. I think tonight was a night of poor finishing.
It was.
Also took their chances. They could have been back in the game. And if PSG took their chances, the game could have been locked off.
Both teams are the same. They're both weak. They both got a weak mentality. Both teams are the same.
Both fragile.
I don't think PSG are actually that good. I think they play good football, but I don't think they're that good, bro.
No, but you know what though? For large parts though, they did outclass you in terms of
definitely.
They did. Let's be honest. They outmaneuvered you. They outplayed you. I ain't gonna lie to you. I think when you look at it, Arsenal should be lucky it's only 1-0, really.
But I'm looking at the game. If we had don't forget they had their complete and not a full team and bench.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at it like if we had even just party playing, I just feel the game would have been completely different because we just couldn't get out. We just didn't know what to do when Raya had the ball. We had to figure that out. That's why Raya was our best player because he kept all his kicks were working. He was going long every time.
Yep.
So he was just finding Saka every single time. But I don't know, man. They were better than us, man. We just got to be honest. They were better than us. The referee ruined the game for both teams. The referee ruined the game for both teams.
The referee was a bit mad, bro. He was a bit of a mad one today. I can't lie. The referee.
He had main
characters. He was a bit of a mad one. You know what I mean? He didn't really ruin the game because he didn't send anyone off. Because I felt like for me, there was a couple of sending off shouts from maybe Hakimi. João Neves made a couple. You know what I mean? There was a couple of situations where certain mans could be sent off, but he didn't keep sending anyone off. And he gave a lot of people leniency. But there was games where you kind of thought to myself, yeah. But where do we start? Do we start in like the first 30 minutes? We got
first 30 minutes was like we were playing Iniesta, Xavi, and Busquets at the old school Barcelona. We could not get to grips with that midfield. They were running complete and utter rings around the midfield. They were like they were passing the ball straight from defense straight into Dembele. Like, and it wasn't like they were passing it like the gap was there to pass it. Of course, the gap was there, but they made the gap. You understand? It wasn't like that. You can't do that every single time. You got to be brilliant at your positional play to get that gap. They were passing. We could not get. We were lucky. The first 20 minutes, 30 minutes, the game could have been over.
It could have been over.
It could have been over.
Us Liverpool fans did tell you they're no joke, bro. Like they're a sick team. Like I hear what you're saying, D. That if you obviously had Partey, etc., it could have been a different game. PSG are a very good team. Like if they were in the Prem, they're a top 3 team in the Prem.
Definitely.
Like they're a fantastic team. And again, I think credit has to go to Enrique because look, they lost Mbappe, Messi, and Neymar over the last year or two. Yeah, and they've actually improved since then. So again, it just shows, and you've got players that buy into a philosophy, or buy into a system. It just works. And another thing, and myself included, maybe got drawn into it a little bit because you beat them the first time round, but there was no cover that time. And he is a game changer. And even the Dembele of now is a different Dembele.
Even Ruiz didn't play. Dembele, Ruiz, and Kvaratskhelia didn't play. All 3 of them didn't play.
Yeah,
Ruiz was quality, I think, as well. If I'm being
totally honest, Vitinha, Neves, and Ruiz is horrible to play against.
Bad boy,
horrible.
Yeah, but in the second half, like, I felt like Rice started getting into the game. Like he started,
I agree.
Like driving through them. He started finding it a little bit easy to get through them. I just feel like it took us too long to kind of know what to do in that position. We're not used to Rice being there. We play the same way with Partey and with Rice, and they're both 2 completely different players. And that was the issue. We just couldn't get to grips with them. But they deserve the win without a shadow of a doubt today. There's none of that. It's just don't bring up Odegaard because he's not getting spot.
We do. We're gonna cook him. We're gonna cook him today.
He don't deserve to be spoken about.
Nah, he deserves to be spoken about. A disgraceful performance from your captain, bro. I've protected this guy for too long, yeah.
Saeed,
he's right. He's right.
Shout out to Lee Gunner, yeah. Me and Lee Gunner have gone back and forth, and I've been always defending Odegaard. Be like, yo, man, he's all right, man. He's tidy on the ball. He affects games. But he's been seeing the guy that's been hiding, been not really getting involved in the game, being afraid, being weak, being slow. He actually slows your game down, you know. Odegaard.
It's terrible. It was absolutely easy.
He's meant to be a number 10. Since when did 10s become a player that slows a game down? When did 10s become players they're meant to be the ones that got to get the ball and start moving it?
Everything's off with him. And the thing about him, he's the most unreliable captain you will come across.
Yeah.
Like, that's what the issue is. Like, with certain captains, you know that even if they're not flair players, like Jordan Henderson, for example. Even though he's not the greatest player in the world, he one thing you do know is he's reliable. James Milner. Those type of players, they're guaranteed to be reliable in what they do. With Odegaard, he's the most unreliable captain because his level between good and bad is too big. And that's the issue. There's no balance with him. And not only is there no balance with him, everything he's not even a player that, like, if he's not playing well, he will score. He doesn't have that thing where he will bail you out of game even if he has a bad game. You know, like Cole Palmer, he's playing terribly, but if you look at his GA, he's still up there. Yeah, you know what I mean? You know, one of those guys. Odegaard's not one of those guys. Not like a Bruno, is he? Bruno's playing terribly, but scores goals.
He can smash one in. He could, you know what I mean? He can, like, he'll force it in. Like with Bruno, like he'll force the situation.
Exactly.
Odegaard ain't forcing no situation.
Can I ask a question?
He might not be in his game, yeah, but he's almost got to find that within himself to.
No, there's no excuses though, man. Because even the crosses, even the corners, like even all of them that you're doing, like why are you still taking crosses? Why are you still on free kicks? Like why is that happening? Like you can't even cross the ball. The ball doesn't go past the first man ever, or even the little dinks into the body. Everything he's doing is just not working. Like, and it's not. You can't feel sorry for him anymore because you're the captain. You're not meant to feel sorry for your captain. Do you get it? Why are you not meant to feel sorry? Like Bruno, no one feels sorry for Bruno. No, like, he's in a terrible team. He's playing terribly, but you don't feel sorry for Bruno. So why Odegaard doesn't get that leeway? You don't feel sorry for your captain. Your captain, you're not meant to feel sorry for, and it's just the way it is.
Even Eze, man, at least he'll get a shot, bang it off. You know what I mean? Like, try and make something happen, bro. But yeah, I was gonna say something there, Callum. Go on.
Not to make excuses for him. D, everything you said is spot on in it. So, and obviously, you watch Arsenal way closer than I do. So, I'm not even trying to be like, yeah, I'm right here. Is there an argument to say though that, and I'm a firm believer that number 10s, sometimes as great as they can be, 10s are only as good or can only showcase their real potential if they have the right players in front of them. And I say that because you look at Trossard. I think everyone knows Trossard isn't a striker. Martinelli's very hot and cold. Saka's brilliant. If Saka doesn't turn up, it feels like the rest of that attack doesn't. And everyone seems to want to come to feet when it comes to Odegaard or any 10 playing for Arsenal. I think you need someone who is willing to make unselfish runs. And I don't feel like anyone's able to do that, because someone that makes one unselfish run, it leaves space for someone else to make a different run as well. And I don't think he's got that luxury in front of him. Do you think that's a fair?
It's a fair assessment if you're talking about a handful of games. Then it's a fair assessment.
It's been a couple of months now, man.
When it starts dragging on into, even if like we played against Real Madrid first and second leg, he was not any of the better players in the team. I'm saying if you have 5 games and you're the best that stand out in one game, for example, at least someone can draw on. Oh, well, he was man the match in that game. He told him to shred.
Make a good pass. He did link up the play well for the goal that you scored in the burnabout.
For Saka, yeah, he linked up the play well. He linked up the play well for that. He linked up the play well.
Marino was the one that played the decisive pass, though.
Yeah, but that was an easy pass. Odegaard did start it, but all I'm saying is, I'm talking about now as the level that we need as a captain to decide that I need you now. And right now, we don't need him at all on the pitch, let alone.
Arteta's enabling you. Arteta took him off with 5 minutes to go. And man like Lewis Skelly did more in...
Oh, Waneri, you mean?
Yeah, Waneri did more.
Yeah, but you got to remember though. We got to remember though that Arteta's seen it as he needs to make sure he doesn't lose the game. He can't just go gung ho, and if we go 2-0 down and get the ties almost over. So I feel like that's what that was, to bring him on, maybe to get something. But Odegaard's in a real battle with Waneri in the next season or so, because
or even just getting Odegaard to maybe play as an 8 and then getting a 10.
He doesn't deserve that luxury, Saeed. Why should you reposition a man because he's not playing well in his favorite position? You don't deserve that luxury.
But he's a captain. You can't really. Listen. There's times when Bruno Fernandes has poor games, but you can't really take him out of your team because he's a captain. When you have a captain, it's difficult. Like, who's your captain? Is it Van Dijk, innit? So that's never going to happen anyway because he's never been on bad form. But you'll have players that play for certain.
Virgil had a bad season the season before last.
But you don't take him out, though, the team. You don't ever take him out. That's the difficult moment you've got. You have to have a strong enough manager say, yo, you're not playing, bro. You're not playing.
D, you just said a very good thing there. You said Waneri should be knocking on the door now. The question is, and again, I'm saying this as an outsider, I don't see Arteta dropping Odegaard for Waneri. Waneri should
and neither would I technically, right now. But the point is, it's a conversation that's not supposed to be had. We're not supposed to be sitting on a stream thinking, should you drop Odegaard for Waneri? Waneri's 17 years old, for goodness sake.
Yeah, but he's got the quality, man.
Yeah, but you shouldn't be thinking when Van Dijk's in the team and you got a young superstar coming up like Konate, you don't think, oh, maybe Van Dijk should come out for Konate, do you?
No.
You think you should partner him with him. That's what you do with captains. You find a way for the youngster to come in with the captain. You don't think the captain should be replaced. The captain's getting subbed off. Why is the captain? The captain's coming off the pitch.
Yeah.
When we need a goal, he's an attacking midfielder. He's not a defensive midfielder, Saeed. He's an attacking
midfielder though?
Of course he is. What is he there? He's not a defensive midfielder, is he?
I wouldn't say he's an attacking midfielder though, man.
Oh, come on.
I would say he's a player that loves to drift in between the lines. But I wouldn't say he's an attacking midfielder, Odegaard.
He's an attacking midfielder.
No, he's not. He's a controller. He's almost what is he? He's not an attacking midfielder,
Oh, was he like he's like an Iniesta type player?
He's almost an 8.5 almost.
Iniesta's an attacking midfielder. Iniesta's an attacking midfielder.
I would still say he's more of a 10 than an 8, though, personally.
No, I think he's more than an 8 than a 10.
Yeah, but who would you compare? All the players that you compare him to, he's not in the defensive side of the game, is he?
It's almost like a Pedri kind of example.
No, he's not.
It's like you can control the game when you need to.
No.
Or maybe a De Jong, or maybe a wrong example, maybe a De Jong talent. But even De Jong,
De Jong.
I want to stick to Pedri. Pedri can do the attack,
De Jong,
and also dictate the game.
Bro, De Jong is like De Jong's like Rice.
No.
Oh, what are you joking?
No.
Maybe Harvey Elliott, and maybe Harvey Elliott kind of he drops
Who's like a Harvey Elliott? De Jong.
I would say the position-wise, not the player.
I think Gravenberch is more similar to De Jong than Rice is, to be honest.
Yeah, but Odegaard is nothing like.
No,
De Jong,
I think Odegaard's a 10, but I don't think, for whatever reason, whether it's the system, I think it's more the system and him. It's not one or the other.
Yeah, it's more a system as well. Yeah, but system
like,
as well.
I don't think he's an 8. I don't think he's an 8. I think he can play as an 8. I don't think he's an 8. I think he's a 10. He's just not doing what he should be doing. But at the same time, you guys need a striker. Like, because it wasn't last season, not last season, the season before. Didn't he get a mad amount of assists when Jesus was in the team? And then like this season is falling off. You got the injury earlier on in the season, and
I don't think he's a bad player, by the way. Odegaard. This is not an Odegaard kind of like we're saying he's a rubbish.
No, but he needs it. He needs it because he might see it.
He needs cooking though. You need to cook the brother. You'd have to tell him, yo, Marino's outperformed you in the Champions League. Marino.
Yeah, but Marino's not as bad as people thought he was. Marino was one of our best players today.
Yeah, but at the start of the season, Marino wasn't performing, and people was like slagging him off. He's developed. He's got well in the system. Marino's outperforming you, and he ain't a creative maverick. He is not a guy.
Marino's a actual midfielder, like a proper 8. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Marino's probably a bit more defensive minded than Odegaard is. You understand what I'm saying? Like Marino's a defensive kind of 8 that can play football. Odegaard's an attacking player. He's not a defensive. There's no defensive player in him at all.
Yeah.
Well, he might run around a lot, but he ain't a defensive player. And at the end of the day, he's in a bad spot because he's going to go back there. He's getting taken off for a 17-year-old when we need a goal.
But he always gets taken off, D.
He always get, bro. You're going.
Yeah, but I'm talking about in the semi-final of the Champions League, bro.
He's been taken off in the time when you need to win a title, bro.
No, every game I see him get taken off. Like every big game, I see him get hooked. Like
he gets taken off when we need a goal. That's the point I'm making. It's not
weird. But even forget about the goal thing, D. It's weird, bro. Saeed, you can speak about your captains from the past, bro. You see, if we're a goal down in the 85th minute, and I see Gerrard's number come up on the board, I'm losing my mind, bro.
Go mad. Yeah. But you wouldn't if he was playing badly for a year.
No, you're right, bro. It happened once. We were playing the Merseyside derby against Everton. It was 1-1, and Rafa Benitez took off Gerrard during the game. And bro, if you saw the state, Gerrard's face was like, "Me, you taking me off?" Bro, the Everton fans started cheering, bro. The Everton fans started cheering. Now, granted, we did get the winner in the game, but bro, anytime we needed a winner, Gerrard weren't getting taken off. Bro, Keane's not even a goal scorer. Keane ain't getting hooked.
Never
getting hooked. So again, if he's your captain, does your manager actually trust him to be a captain? Because effectively, he's the manager on the pitch. He's the one that's setting standards, setting pace, ensuring that everyone's on job. Even if he's not on job, he still has that authority to go, nah, I might not be having a good game. You need to do what you need to do. Henderson was the best at it. Henderson could be having a crap game, but he'd look around and he'd shout at everyone and make sure they're doing their job. And then he'll take the criticism after. I don't know if Odegaard is captain material for Arsenal Football Club. Nothing to do with him as a player, but as a captain, as an actual captain, I don't know if he's the guy.
We're just outgrowing him. Like that's what's happening. The players are outgrowing him. The players are going to a new level. Players like Rice, players like Saka.
Rice, he's a captain.
Rice or Gabriel?
No, hold on a minute. Rice, today was still on job. Today, carrying the ball, driving with the ball, like Declan Rice, especially second half. First half, not so much, but second half has been always. He's almost like that's how you lead by example. You do it on the pitch.
Yep.
You do things like sometimes you don't need an armband to show who's doing what. You just know who's the captain. You know who's the leader. You know who's galvanizing the team and telling them, yo, let's get forward. You know what, go on.
And not even that. Rice is always, every time there's a press conference or every time there's an interview outside of the match, it's Rice doing it.
Yeah.
Rice is the spokesperson for the club. Yeah, now, obviously, I can understand that it's like the media darling and the English guy, so it makes sense sometimes. But at some point, you can't be the captain on the pitch, the media darling, the spokesperson, the best player when we need you, the captain. You can't be all of them.
Yeah.
You can't be all of them. And we're outgrowing Odegaard. That's what's happening. That the players are outgrowing him. Even Miles Lewis-Skelly. Miles Lewis-Skelly was probably up after.
Bad boy.
Like, I'm looking at him. I'm thinking to myself, maybe we should have put you in the 6 now. I didn't even realize you was that. I know you're that good, but
why have people dismissed Miles Lewis Kelly playing the 8 role? Is it because of his? Because if I'm seeing Vitinha and I'm seeing João Neves and they ain't taller than Lewis Kelly. They ain't bigger than him. They ain't out muscling him. What am I? Why we can't see Lewis Kelly play midfield?
I think he was just playing so good in the left back position that you just leave him where he is,
bro.
Like he's playing so well there. Yeah. But don't forget,
change something. Is that what you're trying to say?
But
don't change something that ain't broken. Yeah,
precisely. It's that type of mentality. But where Partey was also playing so well, there's no reason to be playing Miles Lewis Kelly anywhere else because Partey and Rice is a seriously good midfield. So it works. And Lewis Kelly there as well. But Partey was the biggest loss today that you can have, man. Without him in that team, it is so hard for us to beat the press. It's so hard.
You think he stays beyond the summer?
Yeah. He'll stay. He'll get a year plus a year. He'll get 2 years. Definitely.
Yeah. Honestly, but all in all, people say don't let Martinelli go. Finishing, man, like bro, like aside from Saka, who I don't think got into dangerous positions to get shots here, the other two, man, Trossard and Martinelli. I mean, like don't get me wrong, Martinelli
wasn't bad today. Martinelli was all right today.
Yeah, but I just think for me, them 2 chances, man, the Martinelli one, I'm looking at, you've got to bag it, man.
You got to score, bro. You got to score.
Like the Trossard one, you could give him a bit of leeway and say it's a left foot. It's a bit difficult, but you got to score, man. You know what I'm saying? And
100%.
You know, it's one of them. Like again, forwards in it, man. Arsenal need to buy forwards, bro. Like that's it. Go and get two bad boy killers, bro. You win that game. You go have Gyökeres up front, and you go and get a left winger. I don't know who you go and get. Someone saying there, go and get Rodrigo. You go and get 2 bad boys. You're laughing, bro.
Definitely.
You're absolutely laughing.
Definitely. But even for this game, I don't think that was the reason. I just think their midfield was just a lot better than ours. Like we couldn't press them. Like Trossard is the type of player, yeah. You know, like when you're like doing a puzzle and then there's this like a piece that you have not. It's in the wrong box.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you got the last piece and you've realized the last piece is actually in the wrong box. That's what Trossard is. He's in his own world, fam. Like Trossard does his own thing. He does not fit the system. He might score some goals whenever he wants because he's in the wrong box. He does his own thing and he can just do his own thing.
You know what it is, yeah? Trossard's a perfect example of he can bully the smaller teams, but when it comes to the bad boy ones, he ain't there. Everyone's got that person in that club. You know, when they play against the little teams, they can bully them.
Yeah.
And then when it's time to step up against the big boys, he doesn't just have that end quality. And he ain't, listen, we have to be fair on him. He ain't a striker, but like you lack that killer instincts, that raw, you know what I'm saying? That kind of quality that you need. He hasn't got it, bro. He's a utility player. He's someone you bring on when you need to change a game, but he ain't a starter for you. You never will be. He never is. And that's just the bottom line, bro. It's, you know, it is what it is. It's not like, you know, it's not the guy.
Yeah, we were worried today. Today we was a little bit, we was within ourselves today. We were a different team today. This weren't the same team that thought they were going to lose. You know, when you play against Real Madrid and you feel like you're the underdogs, you can play with no fear. You know what I mean? It's like a boxer that thinks he's going to lose. He can just start swinging. When you're the team now, we've beaten Real Madrid. Now we feel like, oh, we've got PSG. We can beat them now. Now you're playing with way more fear. Way more fear than it. Kivior wasn't even a problem today. How can Kivior not be a problem and Odegaard is? That doesn't even make sense to me.
Yeah, because they attacked through the wide position. They didn't really attack through the middle, if you know what I mean. They didn't really, like, let's be honest, they didn't, like, apart from the chances that they had second half where you got exposed a little bit, then fair enough. But obviously, they didn't really attack you through the middle in the first half. They attacked you out wide with Kvaratskhelia and whatnot. Like, that's where they kind of like did their damage. But, you know, I mean, it was obviously you got a goal ruled off offside. I think even Saka, man, like what happened with Saka, bro? You know, was it just a case of Mendes being outstanding tonight, guys? Or are we saying that Saka, is he still fit? Is he still, you know, like, what are we saying? Like, Callum, what do you think about Saka today? Like his performance?
I wasn't surprised that this performance happened. I think Saka was playing on adrenaline since he's come back from injury, and there was always going to be this little dip
drop
in
off.
form.
Yeah,
Because it's
I
not
agree.
even really been eased back into the team. He's just been thrown into the deep end. And again, long term, I don't know what that does for his career long term, because we've seen so many players over the year get rushed back from injury, get thrown straight back in, and then years down the line, they're not the same player. But I expected this sort of performance to happen sooner rather than later, because he can't just keep on playing at that level for such a long time, especially after injury. You've got to ease him back into the team. Plus, again, we saw it. Mendes did this to Salah. And Salah, in my opinion, has been the best right winger in the world this season. Mendes locked him up in the first leg. In the second leg, he kind of locked him up as well. Mendes is a very tough. The only person I've really seen Mendes get cooked by over the last couple of years, funny enough, was Sancho.
Yeah, Sancho was the only one. Yeah,
No, Saka destroyed him earlier in the season.
All right, fair dues.
Destroyed him.
I wouldn't say destroyed him. I'd say he got the better of him. I wouldn't say he destroyed him.
Yeah, I wouldn't say he kind of like, I wouldn't say
he destroyed Mendes. He was all over.
No, Sancho stuck it on Mendes bad. But since then, it seems like he's learning from his mistakes and he's improving defensively. And that PSG team, they're just a well-oiled machine, and everyone knows what they're meant to be doing.
I do believe though he got away with that. I think the game could have been different. Yeah, had he made that mistake, and because I don't think that was a foul when he got pushed by Saka. That was no way a foul, and then he got away with it.
It weren't
a foul. Had he lost that battle, he could have easily been, he could have, his head could have went, and Arsenal might have found a formula there. You feel me? So it's the fine margins, but I think Mendes. I think people underestimate his ability to defend 1v1. I'll be real with you. That his ability to defend 1v1 gets unnoticed, but he did it against Salah. Did it against Saka now? I mean, how many more does he have to lock up? If he does it again in Parc des Princes, we've got to give this guy more credit, man, and say, bro, he's one of the best left-backs in world football.
I think he's already there, Saeed.
He's already there now, but I'm saying it further cements that opinion that he is one of the best left-backs in world football.
Yeah.
So, bro, like, for me, like, honestly, give him full credit for that one. Outstanding performance, man.
I agree. Yeah. It's not just that as well, bruv. Like, you see me, I'm the type of guy here that, like, you watch football and you see, for us, football's a real passionate sport and it means a lot to us, yeah? So you go to the crowd and you look at the crowd and, like, it's such a middle class club, yeah, that you're watching it and you're seeing everyone's swinging things. You got tourists, you got kids over there. You got old ladies over there. You got tourism at the top there. Everyone's swinging around North London forever with their phones out. Like, what the hell's going on? And then you see, you see the PSG crowd. You see the PSG. You see all of them. They got their drums out. They got their fireworks. They got all of that. And I'm thinking, what do you lot? Do you want the like, it's meant to be an intimidating atmosphere. No one's meant to come to your house and to your home and feel like, this is a nice day out. This is the semi-final of the Champions League. This ain't a nice day out.
But that's why you have to give PSG credit, though.
They scored early. They scored early.
It don't matter. Early. If we had done that at PSG, what do you think would have happened? They would have gone on. It would have been chaos.
No, not necessarily, bro. Remember, away fans, they're the hardcore fans. So wherever they go.
They're the
ultras. But most of the fans are quiet though. A lot of the fans.
I can't take our home fans. I'm not
lying to you. I think the crowd was quieter than normal from what I've been told, because I didn't have the sound on the TV. But you could tell the sense was. I could see people biting their nails. It felt like, almost if like, how normally if Anfield they would have been, come on, like, It felt like almost like you've lost the game. It did feel like a sense of like, like. Everyone just kind of like almost gutted. Like,
bro, I can get
it's half time. It's half time.
I can get box tickets to the Emirates, right? The person that gives it to me, it's got nothing to do with Arsenal.
Yeah, no. It's always like that. It's always like that.
You understand?
People flex there still.
Say that again?
I rate the way you dropped in that little flex there still. I rate.
Yeah. Obviously, look for it.
Boom.
But on the real though, I'm saying like he can go with 8 people that got nothing to do with Arsenal. They don't even care about football.
Yeah.
You understand? They go for the food. They go for it's a nice day out. Football's not meant to be a nice day out to me. This is our life, bro. This is our life. Emirates is meant to be a fortress. You're meant to go there and feel intimidated. You're meant to go there. They got rid of the Ashburton army.
Yep.
For what?
Yeah.
They're the only
100%.
people that you got a singing section. They're getting rid of the Ashburton Army. How can you get rid of the crowd and the fan base that are creating the atmosphere at your ground? Ask the players if they want Ashburton Army there. See what they say.
Yeah, 100%.
PSG could
for me, listen, it's all about the team as well, performing as well and giving you something to lift off. Like, but I do believe like that's why you need your crowd there. You feel me? And more than ever, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it's one of them, man. Like, but you have to give credit to PSG because every time when they were under pressure, they then dictated the game. They then to control the game. They took the sting out of the game. That's what team. You see how Barcelona back in the day, yeah, when they used to come to Old Trafford or Anfield, we feel like we're on top. Next thing you know, one, two little give and go.
That's exactly what it was. Like we thought we was on top, and as soon as we feel like we've got the game in our they carve us open.
Yeah, they carve you open.
And you don't even know where from, and you're thinking, oh, please. Do you know what I mean? It's true. That's exactly what happened. But they were too good for us today. It's just the facts of it. They had better. The way they played was just way more fluid, man.
Facts.
Way more fluid than us today, man. We had no football today. Today was if we had got through, it would have been on like a bit of luck and a bit of chaos. You know what I'm saying? A little bit of magic. It wouldn't have been anything to do with how we played. We didn't deserve anything from that game.
Yeah. I've just seen this post here. Big up to Expressions, man. Bloody hell. This guy actually went to the game, bro.
Oh my goodness.
This guy.
What's wrong with this guy, man?
He actually went to the game, you know. That's mad.
That's crazy. Where the PSG top is crazy, though.
Yeah, man. Look,
I saw Rex last week. We were at an event together last week, and you were just like, the event was at the Emirates, isn't it? He's like, for a start, I shouldn't be here, but bro, I've got to do everything I can to make sure they don't win that Champions League.
I hear it, bro.
I see it now.
I hear it, bro. If you see Arsenal win the Champions League, it's over for Chelsea fans.
It's a shutdown summer. Shutdown summer.
But I feel like we were getting a bit carried away with that as well, though. Like I feel like
you weren't D. You were.
No, yeah, I weren't. But I mean,
I was trying to draw you out last week, but not last week. The week before, I was trying to draw you out. But
nah, it won't work. It won't work. I feel like we're getting like a little bit carried away with thinking that we're going to beat PSG because we beat Real Madrid. And everyone's like, the Champions League, and if we win the Champions League, we play this route, and then Liverpool can't celebrate their league win. Bruv, Liverpool have already won the title. We've still got to play PSG. I said this last time. I said once you beat Real Madrid and you beat Man City, you play PSG, you got to beat Liverpool. Then you beat Liverpool. Now you got to play Newcastle at Stamford at St James's Park in the final. That's what this is. It's not you beat Real Madrid and now you're playing Southampton. It's not that. You're playing Man City, then Liverpool at Anfield, then Newcastle at St James's Park. That's what the next 3 games are. But for some reason, the Arsenal fans get a little bit carried away, feeling like we beat Real Madrid, so we're going through, but we're not.
You know what it was, though? I said it on my match. Sorry, go on, Colin. Go on.
No, I'm saying I thought you'd win. I thought you'd win today, not just because you beat.
Same.
I just think. Again, maybe it is the party thing.
It's party.
Party. People disrespect party, bro. I've always said it, man.
I hold my hands up. I have disrespected party over the years. I think.
What's? But are you comparing him to like your guys like Fabinho and that? Or
no, not even. I think party up until this. I think last season was a little inconsistent for him. The first season you challenged for the league as well, he really fell flat on his face.
He wasn't there. Yeah.
But like this season, he's been excellent,
bro.
So like, I kind of just toned it down, like, but.
They offered him a new contract as well. They offered him a new contract, you know.
Yeah, rightly so. Yeah. But I just thought you had the antidote for their attack and the way they moved the ball in midfield. But again, PSG are they're such a.
This comment here is so mad, bro. Like I don't know if you watch a lot.
He doesn't watch party.
You don't watch party, bro. You're talking nonsense here.
He reads the game excellently.
He is important because what he does is. He breaks up play. He's also good on the ball as well. Like technically, in that midfield, he can.
Dembele. Someone said breaking. Dembele's got a hamstring injury.
No way.
He did come off in it.
Nah, they said they're gonna examine it, but I don't think it's like he's out though.
But I feel like Partey in the second, like, listen, it's only 1-0. All it takes is one goal and the ties back on. It's not.
They
it's not,
don't have Dembele next week. That's a big loss, you know.
Yeah, it's a big loss. So
yeah,
and they're gonna have to come out, and us having Partey back is going to be a very, very different game. It's a very different game.
Listen, I still think PSG midfield is better than yours, but Partey for me is going to offer you a lot in that midfield, man. That you then, and also what people don't realize is the knock-on effect. It now allows Marino to go back into strike.
Exactly that.
Yeah, allows Marino to go back into to striking positions.
And Havertz is back as well next week.
What is he? No, he won't be playing though. He won't be playing.
Yeah, he's back apparently. He's back. But I'm just saying, it gives you more options. I feel like Marino up top was kind of giving us the platform to kind of build off, because we had the midfield already sorted with Partey and Rice. It was just too disjointed. Too many pieces of the puzzle were moved today. We're just all over the place today, man.
Yeah, Saliba saying here we struggled a lot in the first 20 minutes. They ate us a bit. We did a lot of running, chasing the ball. William Saliba, yeah, man. You know what? That's what they do. You know, this is why I'm in favor now of just like fluidity rather than anything. I think we see all these systems and all of this bullshit. Like, oh, let's do this, and you know, I see it with my manager as well. Like, bro, the football game is simple. Fluidity, simplicity. Get your best players on the ball. Get the ball forward. Move it around. Triangles, like, you know, like football's a simple game. Got all this, like, you've got to be here, you've got to be there. Look at today, man. I'm just playing ball, bro.
Yeah, it's a simple game, Saeed, but only the best can play.
I know. So go and get the best. And now I realize, shit, man, they upgraded my Ugarte for João Neves. Today's hit me. I know it's just hit me before, but today's solidified. Today was like, yo, you know when you actually just like deep in life. They replaced Ugarte with Neves.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I swear down.
But be honest,
I am a fool.
Yeah. Crazy.
No, but be honest, Ugarte hasn't actually been rubbish for you guys this season.
I'm not saying be rubbish, but bro, that man said, yo, Ugarte, you're going into training camp. We don't want you. You're part of not wanted list. And then they said, yo, let's go and get João Neves for the same price, not a little bit more.
That's crazy, yeah.
And I was being told that João Neves is too small. The pub is telling me, nah, it's too small, man. It's too small, isn't it? Brother, for me, Vitinha got man of the match here. He should have been man of the match for me. That João Neves.
Vitinha should have. I don't think Vitinha should have been. I think the keeper should have been man of the match.
Yeah, Donnarumma, yeah, he was quality.
He should have been man of the match. Him or Real.
He's just
I don't want to speak too soon on him. He's grown a lot this season in the Champions League, Donnarumma.
Yeah, he has.
A lot of people starting to call him a fraud and all that, and he's been very inconsistent for a couple of years now. This season,
since Euro 2021 though, he fell off. But I feel like this season has been outstanding.
This season at Anfield, he was a monster at Anfield.
Yeah,
a monster,
absolutely brilliant. And this is the thing, though, guys. It's like Dembele out with a hamstring injury. Fabrice Hawkins. How does he know though? How would he know?
I think it was obvious though, because he just came off normally. He didn't. I think it was obvious. I thought he was out.
Bro, I'm telling you now.
Big loss.
How do you spell his name? This guy. Fabrice Hawkins. Let me find out this, because you know people online, they love to.
Yeah, you got to fact check them ones. You got to fact check them ones.
This stuff, man. Trust
me. Got to fact check.
It says here, the medical test will take place tomorrow. It's nothing serious. It's rather light, but it's doubt for the return match. Explained Luis Enrique. There you go, then. So I don't know who said that in the chat, but you know what I mean. You got to stop lying, man. Come on, guys.
Dembele's injury prone, isn't it?
Yeah, he's this here. This is from the manager, because they won't know. How would they know anything? You don't know the severity. And I'm not gonna lie to you. I felt like it was more cramped because he was running a lot and he was like wasting time a little bit. You feel me? Like he just said, "Let me just drop here."
One thing I will say about them though, they are a really unfit team. Like PSG gas. They were like towards the end of the game. I felt like they weren't even trying to. I know they were winning, and they could have been a little bit less. Didn't have to be as attacking, but they didn't seem. I feel like the Premier League is just too fit for them. But we didn't give them, that Premier League aggression and that the crowds up the momentum. And once you get the momentum, like, what you have at St. James's Park, where you just can't can't break that. You can't break that momentum. I was hoping that's what we was going to bring to them, but
Coles,
we just couldn't. They would have had a harder game at St. James's Park than they had at our ground today.
Yeah, Enrique has Mendes and Hakimi overlapping, not inverting. Pep and Arteta would have had these two fullbacks inverting. Yeah, I think the art of overlapping is so crucial, man. Them two there are unbelievable, man. As a pairing, as a pairing going forward, they're unbelievable. I really, really do. You have to give them their flowers, man. They're just exceptional, bro. Really, really exceptional in the way they play. Like, honestly,
here's the thing I don't understand though, because that was Ben White's game. Ben White's game was not. He was on a bombing right back, but he'd pick and choose his moments when to overlap Saka. We take away one of the defenders because Saka's always going to get doubled up on. Takes one of the defenders away. Saka's got 1-on-1, and we know Saka can beat a defender 1-on-1. I don't understand this whole emphasis on always inverting the fullbacks. I don't get it. It frustrates me a lot. Even with Liverpool, Trent and Robbo do it now, and I'm like, if you mix up your game, you become unplayable. It's so predictable, and then you're forcing everything in field. So if they can't get past, if Saka can't get past his fullback, ultimately he's got to play it backwards anyway. So then everything's got to reset. If you're constantly doing the same thing, teams just find it's so easy to defend again because all you do is just have a couple banks of 4 or 5, and then you're done.
But even the fact that the players, the wingers, back in the day you had wingers. Now they don't even switch sides to try and get a little bit of joy on the other side.
They don't. They can't do it. Saka's never going to switch sides, is it? Though?
You never do that no more. Yeah, but that used to be a basic thing. Yeah, you go that way, you go that side for 5-10 minutes.
We've done it a couple times this season with Savinho and Doku. I think PSG did it to us with Kvaratskhelia and Barcola in the first leg. But you're right, because I'll be real. Salah's the best right winger in the world.
Easy.
I shudder to think what he'd look like on the left.
Him or Yamal. But right now, Salah.
I'd shudder to think what Salah would look like on the left-hand side, and Gakpo on the right would be. It'd be ugly. I'll be honest.
PSG did it today, but to be fair, it didn't like the front three today. I think it was more Kvaratskhelia that was a more dangerous player in the first half. I think he was the one that was
definitely was.
Dewey had a bit about him. I like this Dewey guy, man.
Yeah,
he's a baller, but he sometimes does a bit too much. Whereas with Kvaratskhelia, he'll do what he needs to do, and then that's it. He'll give the ball. With
Dewey's young, though, isn't it? Dewey's young. Still.
He's young.
Yeah, he's 19, isn't he? He's 19.
He's I don't know. Is he like a mix? Do you see Neymar in him, or do you just see Dewey?
I just see Dewey.
Neymar crazy.
Man.
Neymar was refined, bro. Refined in his. He wants to be a Neymar, though. He looks like he wants to be a Neymar, though.
Yeah.
He looks like he idolizes Neymar. He's playing. He's trying to play like him, but he's got genuinely, bro. He was quality today in terms of what he wants to do. But you can never be a Neymar, though, innit? Neymar.
I don't know about Neymar. He's just a tricky winger.
Tricky winger, yeah.
Yeah, you just got what it is.
You know the thing for me though, yeah. When I look at players now, and I look at formations, man, PSG are a testament that you don't necessarily need to have a formation set. You used to have players that are willing to just rotate and what I seen Fabian Ruiz go left wing, then I seen him go this place here. Football we're seeing now, it's better to have players who are good at everything rather than good at one thing. And that's what Enrique's done. A lot of their players are good at multiple things. They're good at and maybe that's where Arsenal are a bit unstuck, is that they've got players who are good at certain things, but not good at everything. You feel me? And with this PSG team, they look like a lot of them, at least a good 80% of them are good at all round, in terms of passing, intelligence, picking up the play, the vision. You feel me? The way they know where to pick up the ball, where they know what run to make. They're very, very they're well trained. Don't get me wrong, but they can see football differently to where we can see it from our players sometimes. Maybe not so from Callum, because Callum is on a different level, but from, say, for example, with United, sometimes with Arsenal, other teams like that, you have to micromanage them too much. These players here, they're just good at what they do, bro. And it's you need more of these footballers, man. Like, you can't always be saying, yo, do this job here. You know, Vitinha and Neves, I want you here. No, let them play football, man. Let them play.
But that's what Enrique's done. Enrique deserved that today because it, like, not only did he outclass Arteta, obviously, because he played better and they deserved the win, but you got players in positions where if it becomes a game of not so much systems and just you against me, they're going to probably win. Dembele's going to probably get past his player 9 times out of 10. You got Doué on one side and Kvaratskhelia. So those 3 players alone, if he decides to change it up and say, listen, just start going direct, they can do that. They can do that. They can do that. We can't do that. Martinelli can't dribble with the ball to be able to say, listen, from now on, you just get the ball and beat your man. Martinelli can't do, even Saka, to be honest, he can do it, but he's still Saka is he's like a ball possession winger. Like, he's a retaining winger. He's not like a get the ball and sprint past your fullback. You know what I'm saying? So, like, our team is too systematic. It's too systematic. It doesn't allow for X factor in the team. That's the issue. And if it did, you wouldn't have an Odegaard in the position he's playing because he doesn't have any X factor. So it doesn't allow for any X factor players in our team. Our team's purely system.
Do you think that will change in the summer though? Because I think it's glaring that you need a left winger and a striker. Because you kind of need that, as you said, you need that X factor. We've got that with Salah. Everyone else is kind of a little bit more.
No, but you got it with more than Salah. You've got it with Salah, but you have it with Diaz and you have it with Gakpo. Them man are not superstar players, but they can do things on their own out of nowhere all the time.
I wouldn't call them X factor players. I think they're very good players, but I wouldn't call them X factor players though.
Yeah, I wouldn't call them X factor. Yeah, the PSG don't already have X factor players. They just have good players. Very good players.
PSG got covers.
Oh, they got and Dembele, bro.
I wouldn't. No, but the thing is though, Dembele is an X factor player, yeah. But like most of them are just very good players, though. Like you don't need, and they're a perfect embodiment of having very good players all round.
They don't.
They've gone away from having what do you call it? What's it called? Neymar and Mbappe and all these players now. They've gone from the superstar kind of names. They've got very, very super technical players.
Yeah.
You know, like if I look at what do you call it, Barcelona, got a world-class player there. But this PSG team now, they're 100% just very good players, bro, that work together in a system. And with Arsenal, listen, Saka's good. I think Timber's good. Saliba's good. Again, it's like now, who can you get to the next level now? Can you get the next level now? Like Martinelli, is he good enough to be your
but if any of their players did something exceptional, you wouldn't be shocked. That's the point I'm making. Like, if apart from Saka for us, if anyone else, and maybe Rice, if anyone else did anything exceptional, you'll be shocked. If Odegaard did something exceptional, you're like, oh, he did shocking. Martinelli, Marino, Trossard, those guys don't do exceptional things.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? PSG have got players that can do exceptional things, and you would not be shocked if Doué did something crazy or Kvaratskhelia or Dembele. That's the difference.
Timber, what's the situation with Timber? Because Timber come off as well, right?
Yeah, Timber came up. I think that was more cramp.
Yeah, it was precaution. He's been playing every game all season. He's only missed 2 games this season, I think, or come off 2 games.
Even that is. I know Ben White had the injury at the beginning of the season. How long's Ben White been back now?
No, he came back and then had a setback a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, is it? Okay, fair.
Yeah, otherwise he would have been. Timber even had to start playing the league games. That's why Partey played right back a couple games ago because Ben White was out.
Yeah, basically, yeah. I mean, listen, man, PSG, they had their chances. Bacola, I mean, he's got to finish that, man. And then they had the chance with Guancala.
I don't rate him, man.
Bacola, yeah.
No, I don't rate him.
Yeah.
I do.
He's all right player, man. He's nothing special, but he's all right player.
I don't rate him.
I shall be honest with you guys. You see, because there's a lot of rumors Diaz is going to leave us in the summer.
Oh, you want Bacola?
Either
maybe Bacola something on him.
Yeah. I think Liverpool could get a tune out of him when he because I remember he's now not playing regular football because Cava's coming and obviously emergence as well. I think if you put him in a team and he's consistently in a team, I think he's good. He's still not the refined finished product. But I definitely have him at Liverpool. Him, Nico Williams, or Rodrigo would be the player.
Yeah, Rodrigo's bro. Apparently, it's available. You know, Rodrigo.
Yeah, but I don't know though if they will sell him.
But Cola, listen, he can get you the odd. Like he's got 18 goals.
I don't like Cola. I don't know.
You know what I mean, bro? Like man,
You wouldn't have an Arsenal team.
No way.
On the left wing, you wouldn't have Barcola.
No way. No way. I'd rather get.
I mean, it depends how much he rates Martinelli, though, innit?
No, I don't like Barcola at all. Nothing about. I don't like him at all.
Yeah, listen, he's an effective footballer, innit, in terms of what he does, but then he's not to the level of.
I'd rather just go and get Semenyo.
Yes.
Semenyo, yeah, okay.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Obviously, obviously, what was his other name? What's the other brother that got a chance as well? Called Carlos Ramos. He should be burying that as well, man.
He was offside though, man.
No, he weren't, man.
Ramos.
Yeah,
I think Ben White was playing him on. When Ben White playing him on?
He was offside, man.
Was he offside, people? Let me know if he was offside.
He was offside, man. He was offside.
Was he offside? Yeah.
The one he hit the one, he toe punted on the bar.
Okay, was he offside? Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, he was offside.
That in itself, yeah. I said that my match reaction. I'm actually like that. That's embarrassing, you know, man. When you actually deep it from a footballer to be toe poking that, man. Like, bro, bury that chance, bro. Come on, man. Are you all right, man? Like, come on, bro, man. Like, what are you toe poking it for, man? Like, bro, like, because that toe poke is always gonna take the ball above the crossbar, innit? Like, come on, you're a toe poker. You're putting a lot of pressure on it, bro. Come on, man.
I don't know why they're saying he was onside because he was definitely.
Yes,
off.
I'm saying. People
I don't know why they say. I don't know why they're saying he was onside because if they watch it back, they'll realize he was definitely offside.
Like I said to you, Ramos. I don't know what if the people have got the line.
Yeah, people are saying the left back was playing him on.
He was offside, man. He was offside.
Yeah, I thought it was either Ben White or someone played him on.
Nah, he was off, man.
I'm gonna check it right now.
They're just chatting rubbish, man. He was definitely offside.
Yeah, let me know in the chat if he was. But that there though, to be doing that though, man. I'm just watching it again now here. Toe poking that. What are you doing, man?
Was he off or on?
But what happened to what's that Suarez? You know, Suarez, what do you call that, Suarez? The little, you know, like, bro, come on, man. Come on, guys. But it's what it is, man. He didn't do it, innit? That Kvaratskhelia, I think it's a penalty, you know.
No way.
It did look like it could have been given.
I can't lie to you, man. We have to debate this today.
Don't be silly. Don't be silly.
I'm sorry, man. When you look at it, yeah, guys, and I've watched it back again, yeah. How you got your arms around him? And it's the thing. I think it's different to the one that Rice had. Rice one, yeah. Mbappe just fell to the ground as soon as he saw that there was any sort of danger, and he was sort of any kind of, you know, like someone that touched him. This one here, he's grabbed him up, you know.
No, come on.
I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I think the referee, they just said, you know what, man? I'm not gonna lie, it's too early. You know, like this is it now.
He booked Trossard straight away. It wasn't too early. He booked Trossard immediately.
Brother, he looks that looked like a Roman. That looked like a Roman Reigns spear, bro.
Come on, man.
No, but that's what I'm saying. That you're just looking at the still image, fam. How you see the way he fell? He falls forward.
Still image or not, bro, man.
No, it's not a penalty, man. That is not a penalty, bro. If you're giving that a penalty,
what do you think? What do you think, Callum?
Probably looks like he's giving him a spear, bro. Back in the day, that's what Goldberg used to do to man. That.
Why are you? Have you not got the whole thing? What is this? What is this about? What's this about?
I'm just saying.
Yeah, but why are you not? Are you not showing the whole motion? Are you just
no?
Are we just showing pictures at the minute?
Also, I can't really show you the video in it because we'll get copyrighted. Yeah, but this another angle here. He's get past him as well there. It's the same thing you're showing. Show him when his hands are in the air and he's falling forward. Oh no, man! If I could get a,
granted, he definitely exaggerated the fall, but there's still contact.
He exaggerated the fall, of course he did.
Nah, it's not a pen. It's not a pen.
Yeah, all right, if the roles reverse,
another day maybe that's a penalty.
If Nuno Mendes does that to Saka, you call him for a penalty, D?
Exactly.
No,
Look at him looking away.
Look at this guy, man.
He
Shameless.
looked away from the camera like, I ain't answering. Where's my lawyer?
Shameless.
He looked away.
Shameless, man.
Bro.
You would have been on him, bro. That's
I would have been. I would like. Listen, it's one of them. Like you kind of you want one if it's for your team, and you want. But as an actual football fan, it's not a penalty.
And I'm saying that as a football fan, I'm letting you know as a neutral, yeah, that I think that's a penalty.
I hear that.
You know?
I hear that. I don't think so, but I hear you. That means Hakimi should have been second yellow carded because he pulled Lewis Skelly back after he had the first yellow card.
You know what? Let me play this. Yeah, this is only what 10 seconds, right? Let me play this.
Referees are very inconsistent with players pulling up.
Okay, can you watch this, yeah, guys?
Yeah.
You see this right now?
No way, man. Come on, man.
Watch your other angle. Watch your other
Let's
angle.
be serious. No chance.
Nah, man. He gets in his way and he pulls him.
Callum, you watching it? Callum, like, I don't know about that.
I'm gonna be real. I'm screaming penalty there. If that's on
Come on, guys.
I think that's a penalty, bro.
People in the chat, let us know, man.
Come on, man.
I think it's a penalty.
You can't just dive to the floor because it's a penalty, bro.
And VAR agreed. Listen, but I understand why they haven't given it as well, though. It's not one of them where I'm like, I'm flabbergasted. I think it's an absolute disgrace. I've seen them give it, I've seen them not, but I'm just telling you, as a fan, I'm looking at football thinking, yo, penalty.
Do you see that then as a foul? Is that a foul?
It is a
not
foul.
Is it a penalty?
The box. That's a foul.
No, not is it a penalty? Is it a foul?
Yes.
So you feel like that when he held him, that would send him to the floor.
I'm not saying it's a foul, but he's in motion, right? In terms of he's trying to get past 2 or 3 players. Yeah, he's got the ball. Your player has not made an attempt to get the ball. Your player has not made an attempt to even look where the ball is. He's looked at the attacker and said, "Yo, how can I gain an advantage? How can I stop him from flowing?" And he's basically stopped his movement. You've gained an advantage. That's what you've done. As a defender, you've gained an advantage unlawfully. Come on, man.
Come on, Saeed, man.
It's true. Outside the box, that's a foul. Yes or no? What are we doing?
No, it's not a foul.
So you're telling me outside the box, that ain't a foul?
That's not a foul. He's just diving to the floor.
That's crazy.
He's
It's
just
a
diving.
foul. He's exaggerated. He's just exaggerated, but it's a foul.
So exaggerated, man. That's so exaggerated. I'm sorry, man. It's so exaggerated.
Nah.
Yeah, we had a poll. I think most of the people said yeah.
No, of course they're gonna say yeah, because most fans are Man United fans. Obviously gonna say yeah.
No, not in the chat, not now here when it was watching the watch along.
Well, what? Because the watch along so different to your channel. Your channel is Man United channel, isn't
it? There's not just like in my chat, we don't really have.
Do you have more Man United or Arsenal in your chat?
Mine, I swear down, mine's like anything, bro. Liverpool, United, Arsenal.
Yeah, but who do you have more? Who do you have more?
It's not really a United like United channel. It's more like
I bet you any money you probably have 95% Man United. I bet you any money you don't even.
Let me go check the chat here.
I bet
in
you
the
any
chat,
money.
yeah, okay.
Yes,
right now,
let's delve into it. I bet you any money you have about 90%
in the chat right now. Tell me who you support in the chat. Tell me who you support in the chat.
Tell them who you support in the chat. Let's just.
I reckon there's gonna be a lot of Arsenal fans in the chat.
No, let's just go. Let's just do it. Let's just see what they say. Let's just do it.
LFC, right? A lot of LFCs in here. Chelsea.
No, let's just see because
Arsenal, LFC, bro.
No, they're all lying. They're lying. They're liars.
Bro, you're not lying, bro.
They're
LFC.
lying. Well, not one Man United, Saeed.
Only one United. United, Barca, Spurs, Chelsea, Man United, Liverpool.
Be honest, man. You not be honest.
Bro, I'm not a United channel, bro. I'm everyone.
You don't need to be honest, man. Come on, let's be serious.
I'm being serious, D. My channel is not dedicated. I do United content, don't get me wrong, but it's not dedicated to United only. It's everyone. I do all content, bro.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. When we're on Copy Show, Man United lose, I send people over here, bro.
There you go.
I do.
You've got one of the most loyal chats I've ever seen. None of them are gonna put you a blast for no reason. Your community is the most loyal community I've ever seen. You know,
they cook me.
Saeed just said you lot put a team of who you support, but there's only like 5 people that put Man United.
Bro, come on, man. There was about 10, 15.
Bro, there's hardly
this is
any
right.
There's a lot of variation. I'm not gonna
There's
lie.
a lot of variation. That's what I love
Bunch
about
of
my
Barca.
But you know what it is, D?
I saw Cheltenham. I saw Cheltenham.
Bro, but you know what it is? For me, when I remember my channel was called United Central back in the day. I moved it to Saeed TV because I said I want to be the personality and why people come to the channel. I don't necessarily want it to be a channel where it's focused on United because I've got a lot more to give in it. You feel me?
Yeah.
So that's why we have different shows, different variety of shows. I do all types of watch-alongs, Chelsea reviews for different clubs. You know what I mean, bro? Like, that's why I prefer it like that. That's what we can have. And also, you then can have a bit more objectivity in the chat as well. Because then I don't want people watching a game and be like, oh man, nah, United did that. I want it to be, it wasn't, it was that. And a Chelsea fan says this, and the Arsenal fan said that. I like it like that. I want different variety of opinions.
No, you built a good community. They're loyal.
No, big up the community, man. And hit the like button if you haven't. You know what I mean? It's all good and well being a community.
Hey, let's see how good the community is. Let's see. Let's see how many likes.
We've got 310 likes, 800 watching. Let's get up to 500 people.
500. You lot think your community, but you're not unless you get it up.
Yeah. But the key thing is though, this game ain't over, man. The tie ain't over.
No facts.
We have to say that. As much as people are down and you got outclassed today, and I think you're somehow a bit fortunate that it's 1-0, you still have a second leg.
Facts.
And it ain't gonna be tough. Park the Prance. You know what I mean?
The Princes, Park the Princes, isn't it?
Yeah, Park the Princes. I don't know why I say Park the Prance.
I think that's how they pronounce it in France.
Yeah, in France they say Park the Prance. You know what I mean? But like all in all, like people saying, is it over? I don't know if it's over, but
it's not over.
I'm saying it's not over. Right. I'm saying that this tie ain't over.
It's not over.
It's gonna be a big second leg.
And we're good away from home. We're good away from home.
Yeah.
We're very good away from home. We just beat Real Madrid away from home as well.
Yeah.
Like, it's gonna be
Real Madrid are chasing the game though, isn't it?
Definitely.
PSG what do you mean?
Chase it. PSG could invite pressure on and then try and hit you on the counter attack. That's where they're really dangerous.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're spot on. You're spot on in that regards. Really
dangerous.
Yeah, man. I think for me, they'll look at it and think, you know what, we're 1-0 up. How do Arsenal come out from this as well? Do they kind of come?
Yeah, no, it's the funny thing is the fact that people would say PSG are insane at home and you got to play them. The facts are, it doesn't matter. We still, for us to get through, we have to win. It's simple as that. So all of these things people keep saying, it makes no difference what people say. We still have to go and win. We're 1-0 down.
Yeah.
That's the way we're looking at it. We got to win. It's not all of these things. Oh yeah, but they're good at home and this that. All of that does not matter. We have to win. We have to win. It is what it is.
Oh, indeed, that's that fight talk. I like that. That's
bro. They should send me and my man them over there, fam. All of this upper class business is foolishness.
Zayn Miassi, man. I don't know what's going on. You have to.
I'll go there. I'll take that his hoodie, car park hoodie.
Yeah, there you go.
That hoodie. You see when you know what?
Yeah, when that hoodie, you know it's
tighten it like that. That is French steppers. You don't tighten it for no reason like that. You know.
Right.
When he says that, you know what that means, bro. That pull down and you pull.
You know what's time. You know what's next.
Yeah. That's French.
You know what's next.
It's time, bro. It's time.
But yeah, there ain't no cheating tonight. Zayn. You know what I mean? Put down the shisha tonight, man. There ain't no cheating, man, them, bro. You know what I mean? Allow that, Zayn. Zayn Miassi, chill, brother. There ain't no cheating, bro. You get me? So, you know what I'm saying? Like, for me, it's bro. Listen, this is perfectly like PSG have a history of bottling.
Yeah.
We got to remind ourselves. PSG are the Tottenham version of that. You know what I mean? Like, let's be honest, like, bro, like.
No, they're the Arsenal version. They're the
Arsenal version. Sorry, they're the Arsenal version.
Yeah, they're the Arsenal version.
Are bottlers in this competition, bro. So you man, like, they've got to set the tone as well and say, yo, are we gonna get to a final? But then again, imagine this, yeah. You have to just don't even lose the game, yeah. And you're through to your first Champions League in your history. No, actually, second Champions League in your history. But also a winnable Champions League. No, second. Remember when?
Oh, yeah, no, it's only Marseille that have won. It's only Marseille that have won.
Second Champions League. in your.
Yeah.
But also a Champions League that you believe you're gonna win. I don't know if they believe they could beat Bayern that day, even with their superstar. I don't know whether they really believe they could win.
I'm gonna throw out a curveball here. Yeah, would you lot? Yeah, can you see a situation where Cal Smiley is like, where's he going?
I want to see where you're gonna go with this one.
Could you see a situation where if you was Arteta, would you think about Saka in the 10?
Oh,
nah.
No?
What do you think? Is Saka 10 and Nwaneri out on the
wing?
Nwaneri,
right.
No, he ain't doing that.
No, he ain't doing that.
I've always thought Saka in the 10. If Saka plays in the 10 and he just runs at that defensive midfielder, he'll get all those chances. I've always thought like that.
You know Arteta's not doing that, bro.
He ain't doing that. He ain't doing that.
You know he's not.
I think Saka's a potential 10.
He could play 10 potentially, but you know that ain't happening.
You know that ain't happening. Trust me. Yeah, he ain't. And I don't think Saka's got the intelligence to play that position. I don't think he's got the minerals to play that
intelligence.
Nah, because it's a different sort of like game you've got to play. Saka prefers to drift out wide.
Odegaard's playing.
I don't know if he's got that style about him to play in the 10 role. I don't know. Keep him out wide, keep him 1v1, isolate defenders, let him then drift inside when he needs to. You know what I mean? You've got You've got the quality of Saka out wide that you just know he puts fears. He puts fears in the defenders, bro. My perception is, will Odegaard turn up next week? And if he doesn't, serious conversation have to be had whether he can actually take this team to the next level. Because
I agree.
He is in big trouble, bro. Big trouble.
And he's making it to a point where it's looking like, even though people are playing all right, it's like it's your fault.
Yeah.
It's getting to the point where it's like, you're the reason why we're losing games. You get it? Like, we don't want to scapegoat him, but you're actually a big problem of why we're losing games, because it's all breaking down with you. And that shouldn't be like that. Shouldn't be like that. He just all he needs to do is play a little bit better and everything changes. Just a little bit, but the gap between him good and bad is too big.
Yeah,
it's too big.
I think for me, like I said, Arsenal fans are gonna be. I don't know if they're gonna be fuming or not. I don't think there's a fume is a word, but they'll be thinking now. It's like almost like now or never. Go and do it. Like you did that video, and I think the total opposite happened today when Arteta said, "Yo, we need you, the crowd." It didn't really deliver in that aspect, but second leg in an intimidating crowd, can it work? I'm PSG are the favourites now. It is what it is. PSG are the favourites.
Definitely.
It's gonna be an uphill task, but it's still there for Arsenal to do something.
It's doable, man. It's doable. Go over there. We've got to win the game, bro. Get
now or never.
Yeah, we've got to get an early goal.
Now or never. You know what I mean? It's now or never. You
anything
score a goal early on.
Card, penalty.
Yeah, red card, penalty. They score.
Now, we already see that they're players. They're not that good at tackling. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. If you run at them,
they're good. You can get
They're not great.
You got to avoid injuries as well. Who you got midweek? Bournemouth. That's it, innit?
Yeah, but even that game, you just got to
that game was the waste of time in it. Really, let's be honest. Like, ain't nobody gonna be there for that game. But you know what? You go there, you go and show what you got. They've won the league, so they're gonna rest all their players. Go out and show what you're about.
They should have killed the game off. But
everybody's talking about Vitinha, Doué, Dembele, but the unsung hero was Ruiz. Looked like Rodri out there, press resistant as fuck. I've rated about this Ruiz from Napoli days, bro.
Yeah.
If you've been watching my channel, I said to United, go and get that guy in his Napoli days, 2019. What a player he was back then.
Yeah,
PSG, they do it all the time. They go and get these talents, man. PSG get them. They might not work with them, but they get them, and then they end up selling you. If you're not good enough in 2 years, they'll sell you, man.
Yeah.
That's the difference. They'll sell you in a year or two. We'll keep them, and bloody think we're doing it. Inter Barca tomorrow. I think for me, Barcelona will win. Inter been a bad form of late, but I think Barcelona will win.
I've got a sneaky feeling Inter do it,
Inter do like a 1-0 kind of like like a 1-0
really ugly
win.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, and Barcelona have coming back off a 120 minutes of intense game. at the against Seville, not Seville, against Real Madrid. So you're coming off the back of that. You know what I mean? It's going to be a bit intense for me. So yeah, we'll see, man. But all in all, D, final words, man. You got any final words for this Arsenal team?
I feel like we just got to go and do the unbelievable. Like we've done it before, we'll do it again, bro. Like we've been. No one thought we was gonna get past Real Madrid. It was worse than this. Like going against and getting past Madrid in terms of the doubt and the you know what I mean, like people feeling like it's not gonna happen was worse than what going to France. So we go there and, bruv, it's not impossible, bruv. This is PSG. This ain't back in the day Barca. This ain't back in the day Real Madrid, like the Galacticos and all that. This is PSG, bruv. You know what I'm saying? They've been playing well. They've got good football. They've got a good manager. They're playing well, but is what it is. You got to beat them, innit? We got to beat them to get to the final anyway. So what? There's no ways about it. Like, that's what we have to do to get to the final. So it's 1-0. But it's not 3-0.
It's not 3-0. Yeah, it's not 3-0.
They beat us at our ground, so we can beat them at theirs, isn't it?
Let's see. Yeah. Let's see. Callum, big up, man. Any final words you want to say about the game and just in general?
No, I thought PSG were the better team. But I'll be honest with you, I've had a fantastic week, man. Like, Eubank Jr. won, Liverpool won the league. This isn't on you, but Arsenal lost today. Man United is still in a bad.
Yeah, see you later, man. I was waiting for Man United. I was like, yo.
I was trying to say it quick, bro.
I'm gonna start using that, you know. I'm gonna start using that.
No. Yeah, life's good, bro. I can't even read. Life's good. I'm in my happy place now. I'm gonna be shameless for the summer. Life's good, man. Life's good.
Yeah.
I'm on Scoppish. I'm pressing hide notifications.
Bro,
you can't hide from me, D. I just call D.
Hide all.
You know what though? Arsenal have got to save the season, man. We've got to save the season. Arsenal have got to save the season, man. You know what I mean? So, bro,
I'm not gonna lie, boys. Yeah, you see, if you both go out of Europe, it's not gonna be pretty. It's not gonna be pretty.
Let me dark. Some of you know, man. D, you know, we don't win nothing.
Oh, bro, like people gonna be they're gonna be trolling me more than you, bro.
We're both in the mud, you know.
You'll get more troll. You'll get more trolling than us. I mean, we'll get more trolling than you.
Your club will. You won't personally, D, because you've been pretty.
Yeah, balanced. Yeah, in that regards. But
I've already got a list of people who I'm gonna hit up.
Yeah. There you go.
You're on there, Saeed, you're on there as well, bro.
Yeah. I think Saeed's quite balanced though. Am I missing?
Saeed called me the Newcastle game when we got slapped away.
Yeah, that was a good day. I thought it was all crumbling. I thought that's what Liverpool are going to be finished.
Saeed called me at half time, bro. We had
a good week, you
know. He's one of them. He's one of them.
Was that a week apart or something from the Plymouth game? Was that all in like 10 days?
The Plymouth, I think you called me on the Plymouth game, or you streamed after the Plymouth game. I think you called me around the PSG game when we went out, and then the Newcastle game you called me.
I missed
them days, man.
Saeed laughing down the phone. I think I heard Nuruddin in the back. Bruv, as Saeed's asking me questions, Nuruddin's like, ask him that as well. And I'm like, raw.
I missed them days, man.
But the chat killing me for saying he's balanced, though. The chat killing me.
Next season, I'm banned from calling anyone because I feel like I just jinx myself in it. So next season, we're gonna have to just no calls, man, until United.
You're saying that now, bro. You'll win a couple of games and you'll start calling people. We know.
Oh, he's one of them. He's one of them, is he? Okay.
You know what I mean?
Hooks does that as well.
But Hooks stopped calling. Yeah, is he done?
Now, Hooks calls me all the time.
By the way, Hooks, don't let him get away with it. You know, he was super confident. By the way,
yeah, I called Hooks on
PSG.
Sunday. I called Hooks on Sunday when we won the league. So.
Yo, Hooks, brother.
Oh, is that what we're doing? Everyone's calling everyone. Okay, cool. No problem.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Hey, because you don't start trouble with anyone, D. No one calls you. Hooks got a call. Saeed's phone went to voicemail. Maybe the comedian got a call. I was
airplane mode.
I was active.
Airplane mode.
Yeah. Listen, people, what a show, man. Football Nightcap. We're going to be live every week, man, around, well, today was Tuesday because the game was on today, but next week we'll be back after the Arsenal game, Wednesday. So make sure you're there 10:30. And yeah, man, been a lit show. Make sure you don't hit the like button on the way out, people. I don't know how many likes we're on right now, but let's get these likes up, man. Been a lit show, good interaction. Try and get you involved as much as we can. Make sure you follow up Fam Zone, man. Big up Fam Zone TV, bro. What are you telling me?
Yeah, man. Same old we do, man. Just videos, lives, Trench Talks Friday. There go. Carl, when you jumping on the quiz, man? When are you, man, jumping on the quiz?
You know what? I'm going to make some time. Probably in the next couple of weeks, I might be able to on a Friday, you know.
Yeah, let me know, man. Let me know.
I do tune in. Even though I'm not active in the chat, I tune in. I do tune in.
Yeah. So, but yeah, man. Same old, man. Just
make sure you check out Dee's reaction as well. Dee's got a reaction. Yeah. Check that out there.
Yeah, I done a reaction. Just done a reaction before I jumped on there. So,
yeah, there you go, people. So do a little reaction there. Make sure you check that out, people. Cal, big up to you as well, man. Always big love.
Up, bro. Big up, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, you can find me on Coppish. Got a show in the morning. Matt's doing a morning show tomorrow. We might be going live tomorrow afternoon at some point as well. And then over on the Sanderson show, I'm about to go live literally when we finish this on the Sanderson show.
Okay, send me the link out. I'll take it to there.
Send me the link about the Eubank fight and Poirier Holloway being announced. So yeah. Some good stuff over there.
I want to big up you both though, because I feel like you both, like when I watch your shows, you always got people on there that don't have as much of a voice as you guys. You know what I'm saying? So I want to big up you. I want to big up you lot because you lot give voice to the unheard. You know what I'm saying? You're those type of channels. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't like share themselves or give the love. You know what I'm saying? So big up you both on that as well. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's what it's about.
Yeah, it's important to do it, man.
It's important to do it, man. I think for me, it's important, man. Like I said. I vibe with energy. If you got good energy, you got good like football. If you love football, that's what it's about, man. Yeah, I'm always open to that rather than people who've got names and whatever. Like it's not about the names and whatever, man, and what you have got. It's about your love for football, man. If you got love for football, for me, that's all I care about, man. You feel me?
Yeah. No, big. You don't deserve everything you get, man. You get me?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, there you go, man. We're gonna redirect to Cal. Right now, go over there, show some love, hit the like button when you get over there as well. And we'll see you next week, man. This time on Wednesday, Arsenal, will they go through?
Yeah, boy.
What's the final? We'll find out. Sure.